Vietnam is a country on the rise. Within the last 30 years, the nation has transformed from an agricultural economy to a land of tech startups and privately owned ventures, lifting 45 million people out of poverty into a growing middle class. And now Vietnam is taking another bold step forward by building an automotive industry from scratch.
Hi, I'm Claire Jedrick, and you're watching Geared for the Future.
Vietnam is a country that moves on two wheels. Around 4 million motorbikes traverse Hanoi's narrow streets. It's the most affordable mode of transport and integral to the Vietnamese way of life. But it is this image that Vietnam seeks to change.
Phải nói rằng Việt Nam ấy có cái khát vọng làm một cái ô tô của mình ấy từ rất sớm.
In 1986, the government initiated a series of political and economical reforms called Doi Moi. In the 90s, it poured its resources into its car manufacturing industry with the aim of creating an industrial economy. By creating an open market, Vietnam's economy improved. But for the automotive industry, still in its infancy, this was a setback. Kashvinder Singh has been watching Asian motoring trends over the last decade.
Perhaps the reason why no local automotive brand has enjoyed much success in Vietnam is because prior to 2019, Vietnamese people have only ever been exposed to foreign automotive brands.
The industry was filled with car assembly companies for foreign brands with few original manufacturers, perhaps for a good reason. At the time, Vietnam's GDP was around $350 per capita. Without a significant middle class who could afford cars, the industry flagged. Today, Vietnam's booming economy has given rise to a growing middle class. Its GDP per capita is now 10 times more, at close to $3,000, creating a group with a larger disposable income.
Chúc mừng Vinfast. Ngày hôm nay là một ngày rất là vui và thực sự là một ngày trọng đại đối với cả Vinfast.
In 2018, Vinfast, the automotive arm of the Vietnamese conglomerate Vingroup, stunned the world. It launched Vietnam's first locally manufactured sedan, SUV, and hatchback.
When I first heard about Vinfast, well, I was skeptical about Vietnam producing its own cars. We have had nations that have tried and failed at producing its own cars before this.
Despite the skepticism, the company persevered, adopting a unique approach to crafting the perfect car for the Vietnamese people. I'm in Hanoi to meet Ms. Van An, the Deputy CEO of Vinfast.
How does Vinfast ensure the success of the company where others have failed?
We decided to have the strategy of standing on the shoulders of the giants. So we have decided to select the best in the world. For example, for styling, we decided to work with Pininfarina from Italy. For engineering, we selected Magna Steyr. And then if you go to our plant, a facility, you will see state-of-the-art and the best of the world equipment suppliers.
As pioneers of Vietnam's automotive industry, Vinfast is not just making cars, they are laying the groundwork for future car makers.
You know, we set up the training center and invested a lot in that training center. So we also educate and train the people for the future and for the automotive industry.
And it sounds like it was a huge investment.
We started from scratch. At that point of time, we didn't have anything yet. So we had to start from like building the factory in 21 months. Currently, Vinfast dealership network is the largest here in Vietnam.
So talking about your vision and from theory to putting it in action, you said 21 months. I mean, that sounds like a world record.
It's phenomenal for the insiders like us as well. Vinfast, at that point of time, is a new player in the industry, you know. So we introduce ourselves to a lot of partners and suppliers. We say, okay, we want to do this project within 21 months. They said, impossible.
So you had to convince them?
Yeah, we have to convince them.
This is just the first step in Vinfast's revolutionary goal, and the speed they are developing could help Vietnam catch up with its richer neighbors.
All we have been doing, from the products, from the network or the customer service, it's all for the better life of Vietnamese people.
Vietnam's desire to become a modern industrialized country can be seen throughout the northern port city of Hai Phong. As one of 18 coastal and economic zones, Hai Phong has transformed into an industrial and logistics hub. At Cat Hai Island, a self-contained automotive factory was completed within a span of 21 months, half the time typically needed for a development of that size. With an estimated investment of $3.5 billion, this is where Vietnamese car dreams are realized. It might still be early days, but the growing popularity of these cars is a promising sign for Vietnam's automotive industry. 25,000 jobs have been created, and along with it, suppliers from supporting industries, boosting Vietnam's economy toward industrialization.
Thì khi mà công nghiệp ô tô phát triển, nó cũng là góp phần làm cho cái ngành cơ khí của Việt Nam phát triển. Và với cái ngành cơ khí Việt Nam phát triển ấy, thì nhiều cái lĩnh vực khác của Việt Nam, công nghiệp khác của Việt Nam nó cũng phát triển. Thì nó sẽ tạo ra những cái tiếp cận chính sách, một cái định hướng phát triển cho cái công nghiệp hỗ trợ rất là quan trọng cho Việt Nam trong cái giai đoạn tới.
Vinfast has ambitions beyond Vietnam. Vingroup chairman Pham Nhat Vuong has plans to develop electric vehicles for export to the United States.
Mà quan trọng hơn là chúng tôi cũng sẽ muốn là một công ty tiên phong đưa cái dòng xe điện vào trong thị trường Việt Nam bằng việc là đưa ra cái dòng xe điện, ô tô điện và dòng xe buýt điện trong thời gian tới. Nhưng mà chúng tôi vẫn tin tưởng rằng về lâu dài sẽ thuyết phục được cái người tiêu dùng Việt Nam sử dụng cái dòng xe điện xanh, xe điện, xe máy điện này. Vì đó là giải pháp mang đến cuộc sống người Việt Nam tốt đẹp hơn với giải pháp tốt đẹp cho môi trường.
Vietnam is at a crossroads in the development of its economy. Will this new player spur the emergence of Vietnam's auto industry and overhaul the manufacturing here? Will this be a new driving force to put Vietnam on the world map? Well, we'll just have to wait and see.